Hey guys, Kyle reviewing set 70688, Kai Spinjitzu training. This set released March 1st this year, retails for €10 and comes with one minifigure. Well, that said, let's get into the review. So the only minifigure in this set is obviously Energy Kai, which looks really fantastic. He's just got the Forbidden Spinjitzu hood. I think this is a new color combination set. I'm not really sure. I didn't collect any of those sets in 2019. His leg print there is just the standard Kai suit like from Core, and you can see his new symbol as well on his chest, which if we remove the hood, you can see this really fantastic looking face print. Like, I think out of all of the Spinjitzu training sets, this might have the best looking headpiece. It just looks really good with the printing. And his headpiece is actually translucent red, which you don't really get that often anymore with LEGO minifigures, which is very cool to see. And at the back, you just have a symbol, which in Ninjago language just simply means ninja, I believe. And he's also just holding two golden shurikens, which these are only accessories that come in these Spinjitzu training sets, which it's fine, but I think for Kai at least, it's a bit weird that you give him shurikens and not a sword, but it's whatever, I guess. Well, that said, let's move on to the spinner. Now, the way the spinner works, it's just got this Chima ripcord, which is very hard to fit in shot here, but as you can see, it has this bit up here with a new printed piece, and you just pull on the ripcord. And as you can see, it's just a good way. It's really good. Like, this spins for quite a while. Try to get on camera. It moves out of frame quite a bit. Just knock it over there. Which, it spins for a bit. I think, like, the most you can get is, like, up to a minute, maybe a minute and a half. My only complaint is that the minifigures, like, they're very loose in there. There's no connection, basically, in there, so they fall over very easily, which is kind of... It's not that good. Also, there's a better look at the top as well, which just simply pops off and has an inverted tile at the back, which I like these designs. They're very uniform, very good. And the way you actually remove this capsule is, if you hear that click, you can simply remove it, and to actually put it on, you hear that click again, and as you can see, it's stuck on pretty tight. But sometimes it is a bit annoying to get off just like that. I do like this new Tornado Spinjitzu piece, whatever you want to call it. It's very nice, very wide. Honestly, when we first saw the images back in, I think, maybe February or January, wasn't very hyped for this. I thought they looked a bit awkward, but actually having these in person, very good, very nice, and very clean. Although, I will say nothing is going to top the Spinjitzu pieces from the Season 11 sets. Those were, like, fantastic, really top tier, but still... If you didn't get those Spinjitzu pieces, this is a very, very good, like, second. But, well, that said, let's move on to the instructions. Now, before we move on to the instructions, I forgot about the side builds in this set, and that's because it's very lackluster. I'm not really, like, sure what this is meant to be, but what you're meant to do is put Kai up here, and you'll see where my complaint is. Yeah, it doesn't, like, fit on there. Like, he doesn't spin, which is a bit weird. I'll try again, which I guess take two of this, so hopefully this time he stays on, but if that time he didn't spin. Fantastic. So if I try it again, hopefully this time he'll stay on. This is about the third outtake. No, okay, I don't get. Yeah, no, I don't understand it. I've seen a bunch of videos on it. They all have the same problem. He doesn't, like, stay on there whatsoever. He just instantly, like, just falls off. So it's just kind of a really bad side build, in my opinion. And you also get this other square, which is just meant to extend the tower up a bit more, but it's, I don't know, it's a really bad side build, and that can be said about, like, all of them in this set, except for in these sets. Except for maybe Lloyd's, because that's just bombs, and maybe Jay's, because that's literally just, like, another spinner, but this one, in my opinion, very lackluster. And also another complaint I forgot to mention as well is that sometimes when you're putting the ripcord in here, it gets stuck, and you have to kind of twist it a bit and kind of push it through a lot with, like, actual force, which is kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just because the Chima spinners are so old at this point, or ripcords are so old at this point, but it's whatever. But now let's actually move on to the instructions. So take a look at the instructions this time. If we flip through it, they still have the illustrations from the other core sets, which looks very cool. It's just Kai again performing whatever it is meant to be with the side build. But if we actually go to the back, you can see the rebuild the world. I still don't get what this is. I think this is meant to be like an ad campaign hyping up to the actual paper bags. I'm not too sure. But here we have just some sets that are in the wave, which I don't know. Honestly, the core sets are really bad. Just in general, I thought this would be a lot better. I think out of all of these, the Zane one is the best, and that's a €10 set. All of these are just kind of crap, in my opinion. Unless, again, they make a mech like they teased on Twitter, which combines the dragons, but, like, I don't think they will. It's just not really good. There's also more artwork here of Kai performing Spinjitzu, which, yeah, kind of looks cool, I guess. Very reminiscent of, like, the old artworks from 2011. And at the back, we have Movie Lloyd saying when. But, yeah, let's move on to the box, and I guess my final opinions. So, taking a look at these boxes, I really like these box designs. Just first off, I like this, like, little, I'm not too sure what they're called, but like gates or something. It looks very cool. You got, like, Kai here performing the very bad side build. At the top, you have training balance skill, which fits with the core theme. Up here, you have very nice artwork of, like, the Energy Kai and Master Wu just there. At the side, you have, I don't know what this says in Ninjago language. Let me know in the comments, I guess. And you have here the set name, which is at the side for once, which is a bit weird, but interesting. And at the back, it's just white, and it shows the other two spinners, which, that J1, I have a lot to say about that. Stay tuned for that video, because it is a very misleading set, to say the least. Here as well, you just see where, like, it tells you how to put the ripcord in, which, fair enough. The side build, and obviously the spinner spinning, and the side we have Energy Kai. Overall, I think these are good spinners, honestly, except for maybe Jay's color scheme, because it is very misleading. Again, stay tuned for next week when I review that, but overall, very good sets. They don't beat, though, the epic battle sets or the arcade sets from Prime Empire. I still think those two are, like, the top tier, like, gimmick sets. But also considering as well, there most likely won't be any gimmick sets for the summer, because that is very story focused. Which, if you've been able to stay clear of the spoilers, I envy you right now. But overall, again, really great set. I'd highly recommend you pick it up. Again, only €10, and you get a really good Spinjitzu pizza as well. But all that said, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. See